Hi guys, welcome to Unfiltered Opinions, an initiative by Unacademy, and I'm Lakshay Kumar. I scored a 99.99 percentile in CAT 2019, and I would be joining IIM Calcutta this year. So I received a number of queries regarding CAT and preparation, and I would be answering that. So let's just dive right into it. The first one is, what is the biggest myth about clearing CAT? Now, I believe the most common myth about CAT is that non-math students cannot actually give CAT or score well in it. It has been doing rounds since the past 20, 30 years, which I believe is one of the biggest myths because quant is not equivalent to maths. So that is something that you need to get off your mind. You have to just prepare for basic subjects like profit and loss and stuff, which is not equivalent to your integration and differentiation or subjects which are commonly attributed to mathematics. The second one is engineers are preferred in CAT. Now, I believe this again is a big myth. And if anything, engineers are not preferred in CAT. And that's because we have a certain quota of engineers and non-engineers. And the percentile for engineers tends to be pretty high as compared to all other non-engineer streams. So if anything, it's somewhat against engineers and not for them. The third one, how CAT is different from other entrance examinations. Now, I believe other entrance examinations, they generally tend to have a lot of subjects, a lot of topics to cover, whereas CAT has a very limited number of topics to cover. Moreover, CAT is much more about the speed and accuracy rather than the number of topics that you can cover. That is one big difference between CAT and other examinations. The fourth one, how difficult is CAT? Now, there are certainly certain questions in CAT which are very difficult and would take you time to solve. But that does not imply that CAT examination itself is very tough. You can certainly leave certain parts of the paper which you can consider tough and just focus on the easy part, because it has been observed in the past 3-4 years that there is a big chunk of easy part which you can answer and still score about 99 percentile. So you don't have to worry about it being difficult. You can certainly leave those questions. The fifth part, how many man hours or months of preparation is required for CAT? Now, this is one of the most common queries that I get asked about. Now, man hours or months certainly depends upon the individual. I took about 7 months to prepare for CAT, which I believe I was serious for about 5 months within those 7 months span. The general number tends to be around 6 to 7 months only. What is important is that once you start preparing for it, you get to the basic booklets at least 2 or 3 times. Now, however time it takes you, how much time it takes you, depends on you as an individual and how many hours you can put in. But definitely, till the time you're not done with your basic booklets at least 2 or 3 times, that is your time span. It took me about 5-6 months to do that. So you can have a rough estimate about the same. The next query, what is the CAT score required for admission into IIMs? Now, this number depends a lot on which IIM you're talking about. The top 3 ABC generally require around 99.23 percentile. This also depends upon what your individual category is. Are you an engineer? Are you a non-engineer? So for engineers, it tends to be around 99.4 or 5. For non-engineers, it dips to around 99.1 and 2. So that depends. For the next 3 IIMs, the Lucknow, Indore, and Kozhikode, you have about 99 percentile as the average, or 98.5 as well. I've also seen people from 97 percentile clearing these institutes. So it depends, it varies a lot. You can definitely check out the previous year percentile cutoffs to figure out where you stand. Moreover, it's not just your percentile, it's also a combination of your 10th and 12th marks. So those also have a weightage. The next question is, how is intelligence or hard work? What helps in cracking CAT? Now, it's definitely hard work. You can have a very smart, intelligent person who's giving CAT, but he might not be able to qualify for that examination. And the reason for this is because I have seen this a lot, that sometimes the smart people start taking questions as an ego problem. So if you, let's say, are good at topics like permutation combination, they would definitely solve that question. Whereas someone who is prepared for CAT, has worked hard for it, would certainly get to know whether this question would take time or not. So the smart, intelligent person would solve it, but would waste a lot of time. So it's definitely hard work takes priority over intelligence here. But that does not imply that you work hard without any strategy. A strategy and rational thought structure is important while you are working hard. So you need to have a plan for yourself when you're preparing. The next question is, how many mocks before CAT exams are sufficient to take? Now, I took about 50 mock tests, which I believe is on the higher side of it. But I believe at least 30 mock tests are a good measure of how you perform. Now, these 30 mock tests are not just before CAT exam, you start taking these 30 mock tests, but also whenever you're preparing for a time span of, let's say, 6 months, every weekend you take one mock test. The last month you take mock tests more frequently. So it depends upon how comfortable you are with the actual CAT paper. If you think that you're comfortable within a span of 15, 20 mock tests, let it be. If you think that you need more practice, then you would need around 30 to 40 mock tests. For me, I took about 50 mock tests to be well aware of all the CAT questions that can come off, all the preparation strategies, are they working or not. The next question is, can a non-math student crack CAT? Like I answered in the first question as well, a non-math student definitely has a chance over CAT, because CAT does not specifically ask about mathematics. It asks more about your quantitative abilities, which is not equivalent to mathematics. You would not be asked specifically about, let's say, tangents to a sphere. That is not how it's asked. It's more about simple questions like time, speed, distance, or profit and loss. These easy topics which everyone has done up to let's say class 10th level. So this is what is asked. What is important is that you build up speed. So a math or non-math does not make a difference for CAT. What is the eligibility criteria for CAT? Now, the eligibility criteria for CAT is that you need to have certain percentage, a minimum percentile to qualify for IIM ABC. I believe it's 85 percentile for ABC. It also depends on the institute that you're being a part of. For certain institutes, this figure is somewhat lower. For certain institutes, it is around the level of 85, but no institute has it at around 90 percentile. So you don't have to worry about that. Now, the next question is CAT preparation with or without coaching, how to decide? Now, it depends upon where you stand right now and how much willingness to work towards CAT do you have. I was unaware of how to prepare for CAT and the strategy that I should employ, and hence I took coaching from an institute. But I felt that if I could complete the basic booklets myself and I could keep myself in routine without any coaching institute, I would have not needed a coaching institute altogether. So if you think that you are dedicated enough to have a strict plan in mind, which you would follow, and you can probably buy some mock test series if you want to, but I think that is important, is that a coaching institute keeps you on track. So if you think you can keep yourself on track yourself, then you don't need a coaching institute yourself. Moreover, if you take one mock test when you start your CAT preparation journey and then assess where you stand right now, then you can probably have an idea as to what you need. Do you need any coaching or not? That is also important, that you take a mock test in the beginning of your preparation. The next question is, what other exams are similar to CAT? Now you have XLRI examination, which gives you admission. Sorry, you have XAT examination, which gives you admission into XLRI. You also have IIFT examination. You also have Maharashtra CAT, which gives you admission into I think Jamnalal Bajaj Institute of Management Studies. So you have a number of options apart from CAT as well. XLRI's admission test, XAT, is definitely one of the most coveted ones after CAT. The next question is CAT after work experience or as a fresher, pros and cons. So I believe a fresher is a very broad term to define. So you need to figure out what you want to achieve in life, like what you want to achieve in life and where you stand right now. And if you believe that you can do it, you can manage that particular level without going for an MBA right now, then go ahead. Let's say what I wanted to become was a front-end consultant, but I could not find such opportunities after my undergraduation. And hence I wanted to go for MBA so that I can find opportunities in that particular domain. So that is why I took MBA as a choice. Whereas let's say you feel that you already have a job right now, which is similar to what you want to do in the future. So you might not want to go for MBA right now, probably gain some work experience and then go for it. Pros and cons certainly weigh with how much shortlist you get during the MBA course, but it is not that big a difference. If you can show that even if you're a fresher, you have certain achievements, you have certain results that you have achieved in the past 20 years. So it doesn't matter much. How many times can one take CAT? I think you can take CAT as many times as you want. I have seen people taking CAT 5 to 6 times. Though I would recommend that you have a strategy in mind that, let's say if I don't qualify CAT for 3 years or 3 attempts, then I would probably switch to a different line. So this depends on every individual and how much time can he spend on that particular examination. I believe 3 to 4 times is a good enough number. Post that, you can probably skip to something new. You can go for GMAT or other examinations that are out there. But yeah, you can take as many times as you want the CAT examination. The next question is a gap in employment acceptable for MBA interviews? Yes, a gap in employment is acceptable in MBA interviews. The only question is, can you justify it or not? Now, you might have a gap and you can defend it by saying that you were preparing for CAT, which is acceptable, but you also need to prove, you also need to justify that you had to give time for these 6 months, or you had to take a gap because you could not prepare, let's say, with your prior job or with your college ongoing. So you have to justify yourself. A gap is certainly acceptable. I have seen people who are made into top colleges like ABC with a gap in their resume as well. So it is not a question of worry. It is a question of how you can justify it. Does getting a 99 percentile in CAT guarantee you a seat in IIM ABC? Definitely not. So even if you have a 99 percentile or even higher than that, it does not guarantee admission into A, B, and C. Like I said before, there's certain weightage given to other sections. 50% weightage goes to interview, 10% goes to your writing ability, and there's a certain mix of 10th and 12th. So CAT in the end is just 25 to 30% of your total marks. So it does not guarantee you an admission. It does certainly give you a better edge over the candidates, but you have to prove yourself again in interviews and in the writing test. Does an MBA actually help to become a good manager? Definitely. So it's not just about the curriculum or the subjects that you're taught, but also the environment that you are put in. So when you're put in an environment of 400 people with diverse background and all are, let's say, participating towards the same cause of being a good manager, that is when you get to learn a lot, not just from your teachers, but also from your peers. So you have two-way learning. So that is important to become a good manager. Moreover, MBA has a very wide curriculum in the sense that it teaches you subjects which are technical as finance to something that is not, to something that is as subjective as, let's say, your human resource management or organization behavior. So you have to study subjects from both these sides. And that is what you get, a diverse study structure, a diverse peer group, and that is when you learn to be a good manager. The next question is, what is my immediate goal? Now, right now, what I think of that I would be, I would want to join the consulting industry, because I believe I get to experience a lot of varied industries when you join the consulting industry, because the problems range from a diverse number of industries. So that is what my immediate goal right now is professionally. So that is what I think of. Next question, the last one is, what will be your advice to present batch of students? Now, my advice essentially would be that currently we are in a time which is certainly difficult for everyone who's a student right now, an aspirant right now. Pandemic has an impact on your mental health as well. What is important to note is that you might feel demotivated towards the cause because of certain environmental, external environment issues. I would want to suggest that it is okay that if you feel demotivated, even if you're putting an effort, you're not scoring as many marks as they would want in a mock test. That happens to every individual. That happens to that happens to toppers as well. I have discussed this in detail in my CTWT video as well. So you can probably refer to that as well to discuss as to how you should go about preparation and how you should actually be prepared to give CAT 2020. One thing would be, the final suggestion is that hard work trumps it all. You have to work towards that cause dedicatedly. All right, that's it from my side. For any further queries, you can comment down below, or you can mail it to the given ID. Thank you for watching the video, Unfiltered Opinions with Unacademy.